my name is Ryan Lane, and welcome to my review channel. So for today's movie, I will be reviewing Macross Frontier, The Final Farewell, the sequel to Macross Frontier, The False Songstress. Let me just get this out of the way right here. This movie is a huge improvement over its predecessor. Like, it actually explains a lot of elements that either went unexplained or were just completely baffling in the previous movie. That right there, just so much better experience. Anyway, now that out of the way, this film picks off pretty much where the last film left off, with Alto, Cheryl, and Ronka defeating the Vajra aliens. And in case you didn't see the first film, or it's been a while since you saw it, the film thankfully features a last time on little vignette that catches you up on all the important plot points, and boy did I need it. Anyway, so this film now features Cheryl. She's now singing again, but she's now afflicted with this virus. Anyway, this virus, she's now afflicted with fold bacteria of sorts. Anyway, these fold bacteria, they're what allow her singing to actually influence the Vajra aliens, which actually retroactively explains a major baffling plot point from the previous movie. Unfortunately, this condition is also going to literally kill her unless her vocal cords are removed. Or another solution, which would allow her to live and sing, but would come at a horrible cost. Anyway, Alto, he's still in the SMS, private military, and Ronka, she's now moving up into the singing world. She's actually doing a full-blown concert. And so, however, all of their plans in life are brought to a standstill, once again, by the Vajra aliens attacking. But this time around, things are different. Like, for starters, Galaxy and Frontier, two separate colony ships. Like, the antagonism between the two ships is actually well defined, and it's made clear because they each has a plan to manipulate the Vajra to their own nefarious ends. And so, seeing the conflict between these two parties play out and how they bring Ronka, Cheryl, and Alto into the crossfire of their nefarious plans is really compelling. I like that as well, and leads to some great character dynamics between the main trio of characters. Also, within these trio of characters, the love triangle aspect is improved way much. Like, at one point, they literally are standing in a triangle, and I think to myself, oh no, this can't be good. But thankfully, the film doesn't make the same mistakes as the last movie. The love triangle elements are far more compelling. It doesn't resort to cheap drama like, oh, I thought you were my friend, I didn't trust you. No, it avoids that completely. I'm just like, oh, thank you. It is so much better. Like, the characters, they all love each other to some certain extent, and and because of that, you can feel the great conflict between each other. It doesn't have cheap drama. I really like that about the characters. Also, the songs that Cheryl and Ronka sing. Like, in the previous movie, they just felt like songs they were singing, just to fill out a soundtrack, and sounded like great pop ballads for the movie. But in this film, the songs actually feel relevant to what's going on in the plot. And that's really good. And they actually explain how their singing actually manages to help them win the battle, unlike the last movie where the singing just felt like a morale boost. It's like, okay, but no, the singing is much better in this film, and for once I actually managed to find myself sort of grooving along to the beat, like, yeah, okay. It's just a major improvement there. Also, the animation. I mean, the 2D animation is about the same quality as the previous movie, so I mean, no complaints there. The CG animation, it's much better integrated. It sticks out less like a sore thumb at times. I mean, there will be moments where you can tell that is CG, but still, that said, the animation is so fluid and the artwork looks so good, you won't be as bothered as much. However, the space opera battle scenes, So they are definitely improved. They're less chaotic like the previous film, but there are still a few moments where I can go, what just happened? It's like, what's going on? It feels a bit overly frenetic at times, but thankfully it manages to avoid the overly frenetic nature of the previous movie. However, there is some flaws regarding the script. First off, the pacing. Like, up until the second act, the film has some pretty good pacing. I mean, it splits its time well in between the love triangle aspects and the space opera defeat the Vajra and also deal with Galaxy and Frontier trying to control the Vajra plot points. I really enjoyed that. But once the third act comes along, the pacing starts to die down a bit. Like, there was a certain point where I thought, oh, is the film coming to an end? But no, it's like the film still has about a solid 20 or so minutes left, which, I mean, thankfully, I mean, I've sat through poorly paced endings before, and this film isn't one of them. It just feels a bit off, is all. Also, there are some plot points that, even within the context of this universe where, you know, singers can have viruses within their intestines that cause their singing to influence aliens, there are some plot points that feel like a bit hard to swallow. Like, at one point, I won't say which character, but there's a character that sort of receives a deus ex machina of sorts, and this deus ex machina doesn't feel very well set up. It just feels like, well, it feels like the writers went, well, we certainly backed ourselves into a corner on this one. All right, guys, what you got? Ooh, how about we do this? But did we not set that up? Dude, this is a movie about people singing, influencing aliens. All right, fair point. But yeah, anyway, with all that in mind, thanks to an improved script that really delves into the character dynamics and a better animation that feels less clustered and songs that actually feel like they're relevant to the plot, I will be giving Macross Frontier, The Wings of Farewell, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day.